We're gonna try this again. Again, my apologies. Sometimes 5G just doesn't want to cooperate. And when you start running into problems, you turn around and go the opposite way. And that's what I'm doing. So we'll see who shows up. But again, my apologies. So I go the opposite way. We're gonna try this again. Scuba, like and subscribe. Thanks, Scuba. I'm not sure if you were on there earlier, but yeah, the 5G signal went kaput. So I turned and went the opposite direction. So we'll have to get this live stream fired up again. We'll see what happens. Josh didn't know if data or tower. Yeah, it could be either, Josh. One thing I learned when I do these walking experiences, it's almost like sometimes once I get too far away from the center of the city, which I don't know if that's what it is or not, I tend to lose the signal. And then I turned around when I lost the signal, but it wouldn't let it reconnect. It would act like it was reconnecting, then it wouldn't. So I'm just going back the way I came from. Gonna go up some other ways, but I'm not sure. But it's a learning experience and it's fun and that's okay. Gotta fire it up again. We'll see what happens. But you know me, I'm gonna keep walking anyway. But I appreciate Scuba Steve being here, Josh back. Yeah, welcome Scuba Steve. Yeah, I was doing a live earlier and it kind of went away. So you got to get it rolling again. But for the most part, I'd say it works fairly well. I don't have that many issues other than just there. I don't know, yesterday I didn't really have, maybe a couple little hiccups, but I never got completely disconnected like I just did there. But if I remember correctly, yesterday I didn't go down that far. So now we're gonna give it another shot. But anyway, if anybody's here, my name is Michael from the United States, living here in Dumaguete, Philippines. Just one minor cloud up there, but for the most part, warm and hot, whatever, the way I like it, and just sweating. Scuba Steve, I have iPhone 15 Pro Max. That's what I'm using. iPhone 15 Pro Max. And again, for the most part, using the unlimited 5G smart eSIM card. It works fairly well, to be honest with you, for only, what is it, like 30 pesos a day. It works fairly well. But anyway, Dumaguete, Philippines, that's where I'm at, and this is walking sights and sounds of Dumaguete Part 2. Busy. It's 12:15 in the afternoon, Tuesday afternoon in Dumaguete, Philippines. But yeah, you see motorbikes, they'll go up sidewalks, any which way they can get around, but for the most part, it's good. But yeah, it's definitely better that I'm going the opposite way now. The bars are, I think I have every bar for 5G with the exception of one. Charisse, hello. That's Charisse, everybody, from Washington State. I'll never forget that, Charisse, because I thought you were from New Jersey before, and I won't forget that either. So welcome, Charisse. Thank you for being here, Charisse. I don't know if you were on. I had another live stream going earlier, but it went kaput on me because the 5G kind of conked out on me. But now we're doing take 2 in Dumaguete, Philippines. Going through the nice Freedom Park. I was here yesterday, but I'm gonna go completely the opposite way, because before, when I did that and I walked towards the Robinson Mall, I don't think I really had any 5G problems. And actually, I was even in the mall. I was in the mall before, and the 5G worked pretty good as well. Hey, Dean Newberry 5628 says, I'm back with you, Kat. Thank you for coming back. Again, my apologies for the 5G. Just sometimes it does that. It just, I don't know. It's like anything. Sometimes it works for the most part, and then at the most inconvenient time, it doesn't want to work. But I'm glad you guys came back, and I just turned in the opposite direction. J-Boy, hello J-Boy, welcome. And then we have DFPV says Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you, D. I'm not sure where you're from. If you want to share, that's always awesome. I like meeting new people and people sharing where they're from, but you know. But yeah, it's a beautiful day in the Philippines, and I'm enjoying my life, loving life, and happy to be here, and you know, doing my daily walking. But before, I never used to do my walking and live streaming, so it's a little bit of a challenge, something different, but I enjoy it, and maybe people that can't be here can enjoy it as well. What city, Glenn? It's Dumaguete, Philippines. That's where I'm at. I'm in Dumaguete, Philippines. I appreciate the question. Appreciate you being here. I've been in the Philippines just about 14 months. What does a nice hotel cost there a night? Jay Jones, that just depends on, again, it comes like a good hotel to me is DCCCO Hotel. They have a rooftop pool. I think in USD it's like 30-something dollars a night. I would say a hotel like that in the United States would probably be 2 to 3 times as that much. I'm not sure, but I'm sure it's more. But again, there's even nicer hotels than that, or that are more like a resort. It all comes down to what you want to do, what's good enough for you. And that's the best thing I can tell people, you know. If you're good enough with an air conditioner, a bed, and a shower, and you want to just sleep there and then get out and about and enjoy yourself in the Philippines, which is what I do, you can get by. You don't need to spend a lot of money on a hotel. You know, you can get by with not much. Yeah, Hotel Essentia is nice too. I know exactly where that is here in Dumaguete. Walked past it several times. Hey, Jay Jones, thank you from Oklahoma. Hope to see you again, my friend. You can share more, you know, if you have an interest in coming to the Philippines someday, but I know it's late for you guys, but I appreciate you being here. Josh said, worked at the Cracker Barrel in college there back in 2000. But again, anybody who's in this live stream, my name's Michael. From the United States, born and raised in Pennsylvania, pretty much my entire life. And then about 2 years, I lived in Florida, southern Florida, Stewart area, Palm City area. If I'd still be living in the United States, I'd still be working. I always make sure to remind people of that. The only reason I can be here at 55 is because of the cost of living, but that's not the main reason I'm here. First and foremost, it's because I'm a warm weather person, and I enjoy this type of climate, and you know, all the islands, there's going to be so many things to see. But the people are the best part about the Philippines. I can confidently say that over and over again, especially here in Dumaguete. The people are amazing, very welcoming. If you embrace them, they're going to embrace you. Honestly, I think they embrace you first. And then it's like, I have many Philippine friends, Filipinos, Filipinas, do a lot of stuff with them, hanging out. Went to my first fiesta here in Dumaguete, kind of around Thanksgiving time, Christmas Eve. I'm gonna invited by the same person to go to like a Christmas Eve party. I'm very happy here, and I'm just sharing the sights and sounds through my eyes, and hopefully you guys enjoy it too. Blue Jay, what's the gun? I have no idea about anything about that, Blue Jay. No idea. Sorry I can't answer that question, but I have no clue on that. There could be somebody else here in the chat that could answer that question, but I don't know anything in regards to that, the laws when it comes to that. Wouldn't be really that beneficial to me anyway. Try to get through here. Like I said, it's kind of crazy, but I just weave my way in between here. Somebody will eventually let me go, and they do. Well, the traffic is kind of getting boring. Is there a beach nearby? Yeah, I'm heading that way. Dean, my apologies. Well, it's not like a beach, it's the ocean, but I'm heading that way. I understand it can get boring with me walking around, just showing you anything and everything. And sometimes, you know, you just run into interesting people here, or, you know, people wanting to say hello, or, but yeah, I'm not trying to bore anybody, believe me. That's not my plan. But I'm going in the direction of the water. It's not that far down here. Rick says, where is this place? It's Dumaguete, Philippines. Rick Wallace. That's Dumaguete. It looks like very clean. Wait a minute. William says it looks very clean. Do they like U.S. citizens? Oh yeah, they embrace the people. They embrace everybody. Honestly, wherever you're from as a foreigner, in my opinion, they embrace everybody. And as long as you're respectful to other people and whatnot, you're gonna get the same respect in return. I mean, I just think they're super nice all the time. Yeah, there you go. See, J-Boy took care of business. Some things I don't know, like, I'm still a newbie in the Philippines, still learning a lot. 80 Miller says where I'm at. I'm in Dumaguete, Philippines. Dumaguete, Philippines, that's where I'm at. Thank you, Scuba. I always enjoy my day daily. I love it here, you know that. But I'm heading to the water. I'm heading to the ocean. There's not a beach where I'm going to, but it's like a boulevard. It's called the boulevard, but it's like a boardwalk. You're boardwalk, kind of like at the beach, except it's a brick boardwalk. It's not wood or anything like that. But yeah, I just navigate through all the traffic. It's Brian. Hello, Brian. Josh, this is my daily exercise. So how did it go down once you flew in? Dean said, as far as like, I mean, I kind of had some knowledge before I got here to the Philippines, Dean. Like, I had some guidance from some people that I actually met on YouTube. So I wasn't coming in here completely blind, which helped out a tremendous amount. I mean, if I wouldn't have had them, you know, I would have been more like a fish out of water. But then again, sometimes the best way to learn stuff is the hard way. At least for me, it did. It forces you to basically depend on nobody but yourself. That's what it does. JJ, I'm sure his arms were tired. Not too bad. But yeah, like, I'm holding the phone up the whole time. I think honestly, it would have been harder and worse on me if I had a selfie stick. I think it works better that I'm just holding my phone in my hand. But I'm almost at the water. Again, for anybody who's getting bored, I get it, Like I said, when I'm walking and seeing all this stuff, I don't get bored. It's kind of like a people watching kind of thing. And again, it's just me personally just embracing the Philippine culture, and I really enjoy it. Where's the street food at? Lots of places. The one place on the boulevard, J-Boy, they don't open right necessarily now. Now, if I start going on some back streets, there's people doing street food. I can show you that once I leave the boulevard. I can show you where they will be preparing street food at the boulevard, but they don't start cooking that. Still very early here, 12:27 in the afternoon. Ricky says not bored. Well, I appreciate it, Ricky. I mean, I understand, like I said, though, that's cool. Like, everybody's different. Not everybody's gonna, appreciate or value the same things as me, and I get it. Hopefully, there's always somebody different to connect with, and I'm just showing you the basics of the Philippines. Like, when you come here, you can travel all over the place. You can travel anywhere you want, but I'm not rich by any stretch of the imagination, so I can't just be in the Philippines and go island hopping whenever I want. Now, there's close here. I'm close to the ocean. I'll get it off of me, but I can't just go island hopping whenever I feel like it. Now, some people that are a little more financially stable, or have more of an income, now they could probably travel every day, but I can't. So, but I feel like I'm always on vacation when I'm here in the Philippines, even if I'm just up doing my daily exercise, which I love walking. And as you can see, that's the port in Dumaguete. You can get on a fast boat and that island right there. That's Siquijor Island, very province-like, not like a city there. It's a beautiful island, beautiful beaches over there. You can take a fast boat from here, the port to there, in 30 to 40 minutes. You can stay the day. You can take the early boat in the morning, and then you can take the one later and come back that same night and save yourself some money. Or you can spend the night there, or a couple nights, or a week, whatever you want to do. But again, I'm not rich. So yeah, it gives me something to look forward to. I can do the little island hopping locally, but every day I feel like I'm on vacation. That's the way I feel. This is their new I love Dumaguete sign, lights up at night. But this is like the famous kind of like social place to go here. There's not a lot of people out here now because they just don't like the sun. It's too hot and too strong for them. So, I am a little crazy when it comes to that, I guess people say. I don't mind the heat. I like this. Josh said scuba. Yeah, but I think that's maybe in Darwin. I know there's like diving training or something in Darwin, which is south of here, Josh. I know there's snorkeling there. And then you got Apo Island. You go to Darwin and then you get on a boat and then they take you to Apo Island, which is apparently very beautiful. I haven't been there yet. That's another place. So it's like, but for me, just this makes me happy. This would make me happy. JJJJ says, send some of that heat back to the States. Yeah, you guys definitely need some heat. I can remember those very, very cold winters in Pennsylvania. And then I also, when I lived in Florida, I can remember some of those cold fronts dropping down pretty deep into the Florida. I remember that. Here, I don't know, the coolest day, maybe, and I'm just guessing, I don't know, high 70s was maybe the coolest I ever experienced here. in Dumaguete. I'm trying to see these messages. I see Hilda's here, 3 inches of snow in Washington. I didn't know if they took people to the other island. Oh yeah, that's why I like it here. You just get on a boat for the day, and that's like the video I did, Josh, when I went to Sikihor, if that's what you're referring to. Yeah, you can just take a boat. And again, we could have spent the night, but I'm trying to be smart and budget my money. The idea is if you can be in the Philippines and actually save money too. For me, I don't want to get carried away. I have a budget, and then save up for like something fun. Like when we go to Bohol, that's like 2 hours on the boat from here. We'd probably stay several nights there. There's a lot of people in Masbate. I have friends and stuff that live in other locations that I want to visit someday. So one day at a time. Again, I'm happy. Every day feels like a weekend to me, vacation. Simply getting out and walking and just taking in everything, this beautiful weather, getting a cup of coffee. I'm happy, I enjoy it. There could be a lot worse things I could be doing in here. And again, I don't always like to show you guys, don't really need to see my face. I'm just happy to be here and happy to share my journey with anybody that's looking to come in here or can't come here. I mean, think about it. There's a lot of people that maybe due to health reasons or financial reasons, they could never experience something like this. So it makes me feel good if there's somebody that's watching that might not have the opportunity to come here, and I can at least let them enjoy it and experience it through my eyes. But again, this isn't for everybody. But I love it here. I mean, hell, just looking at, I know a lot of you guys have seen the same things. Just looking at coconut trees. I don't know. The littlest things mean the most to me. Let's grab some cold drinks when I get there. I already subbed to you. You're probably the best guide so far. Well, I don't know about the best, Tommy. I appreciate the compliment. I'm just being me. And that's all I can be, is me. What you see is what you get. I'm excited and happy every day. I don't know how else to put it. Is it possible there's some people that come here and it isn't for them? Sure. I've never met those people, but I guess those people probably came and left before I met them. But there's amazing people here, and for people that are single and looking to meet a Filipina here, yes, they're beautiful, but there's beautiful women all over the world. My biases maybe lie here in the Philippines, in Asia and stuff like that, but there's beautiful people all over the world. Not just here, but they are different here. The women, they're just traditional. It's just different. And until you're here, that's when you'll truly, if you've never been here before, that's when you learn about them. And again, so a lot of people like to say, oh, they're only after money, they're gold diggers, they're scammers, they're this and they're that. They're scammers all over the darn world. That's just the way it is. I mean, imagine, some of these, people here come from very hard times. And, it's okay for people to have expectations. Maybe they want to better their life in some kind of way. I'm blessed that I never had to know what that felt like, not having things. Okay? Not everybody has that, so you don't know what it feels like. You don't know the desperation of maybe being hungry. I've never felt like that. I've only seen it. But you know what? Seeing it isn't really, that's still not the total feeling, the piece of it. That's why I tell people here, yeah, you can see all the beautiful things that I see through me, but until you actually get here and experience it, that's when you're truly going to know. Not just from me. Maybe I inspire people, maybe I don't. Maybe they love it and want to come here and take a leap of faith and live outside their, get outside of your comfort zone like I did in the US. I don't want to be that guy sitting around someday. Hadn't I come here, like in my end days, sitting around talking about, man, I wish I would have, I wish I could have, should have done this, should have done that. So I took an opportunity that I had, and I'm lucky, blessed, whatever you want to call it, and I did it. I was nervous about coming here, wasn't sure if I was making the right decision or not, and then finally one day I just woke up and I said, you know what? It was the best decision I ever made, and I made it all on my own, despite I had people saying negative things. You know, well, you're crazy, this, that. And some of the people were from here, but the majority of the people that had negative opinions of here were never even here in the Philippines. They were watching something on YouTube maybe, or, but there's positives and negatives here, no matter where you live. But do the positives here outweigh the negatives? Is it good enough for you? That's what it comes down to. And again, I don't know everything. I'm just me. I've been here, like I said, going on 14 months. I'm happy every day. I look forward to waking up every day and starting my day, even if it's just to do my exercise routine. I'm very self-conscious with health and diet and everything like that, because I want to be able to live long enough to do this stuff. Yeah, people fish here, Tommy. They do. Sometimes you randomly see guys, like I said though, a lot of the locals don't come out in the sun because it's too hot, which is wild for me because I'm not from here, but I kind of thrive on the heat. I guess I'm kind of weird, but I've always liked hot weather, even when I lived in Florida. Hello, guy. How are you? Thank you. See, and then you just meet people like that. Hilda says, I get $980 in the Social Security check. Could I afford to live there? On $980, yes, you could. You don't need to, hey, Hilda, you don't need to share how much, you get, but because that's private for you. But I know you're just asking me. Look at this water, though. I don't know. The little things. Like I said, this isn't a beach, but it's a beautiful location. Actually, there's a guy fishing way down there. But Hilda, yes, you could survive on $980 here. If it's just you, or even if you had somebody with you, you could survive on that. You just have to be smart. Shop around for an apartment. Don't eat out all the time, which I didn't eat out all the time when I lived in the United States. So I prefer to eat at home. I love chicken adobo. I enjoy, for the most part, all Philippine food. What's the cost of living in the Philippines? Is it a lot less than America? Yeah, it's a lot less. It all comes down to the rentals, whether your apartment or your house. That's where you're going to save the money, is your cost of living for your home. My apartment, one of these days, I'm going to make a video and share it. My apartment right now is like a little over $400 a month. In America, I don't know what it would cost. If I were to guess, it would probably be more than double, but I don't know 100%. My apartment is small, studio apartment, but again, I don't want anything more than, I don't want anything big. I'm not there that much. As long as there's a kitchen, a bed, air condition, a shower, that's good enough for me. I don't really need anything more than that. I see Gary here. How was the church Christmas party? It was good, Gary. It was fine. I mean, it's more for the kids. That's what that, Christmas party, was about. It was kind of outdoors. It was right by the church, so it was like outdoors, but it was fine. It was your typical Christmas party. Good food and whatnot, and seeing some people I hadn't seen in a while. But hope all is well. I heard you had a birthday. You didn't let anybody know it was your birthday, and it didn't pop up on Facebook, so I couldn't say happy birthday to you because you don't have it on your Facebook. But happy birthday to you, Gary. And yeah, I just wanted to show people the water because I had some requests, and I'm kind of going up this way and where this guy's fishing. Not that that's what everybody wants to see. Watching from Bangladesh and don't give any tax. I have 100-acre land. Wow, that's awesome. 100 acres. That's a lot. And there you go. You got people saying happy birthday. But again, everybody here, my name's Michael. Again, I don't show my face all the time, but Michael from United States, born and raised in Pennsylvania, living abroad here in Dumaguete, Philippines, and enjoying my life. And I'm happy as all could be, and it's beautiful. And I go walking each and every day. Anybody that knows me calls me the walking fool. Yeah, I love walking, especially here in the Philippines with everything that you can see. Brian says Boracay long-term rentals. And looks like I see Phoenix. Yes, Phoenix is here. Thank you. I'm just noticing. And Dimple said good afternoon. Hey, thank you for coming back. I apologize for the, and I see Neil's here. Thank you, Niels, Hilda, Tommy. Wow, nice. I would love to do some reels over there. Yeah, I mean, God, it's like I tell everybody, I'm happy here and I love it here. The guy fishing is right over here. But you do see people randomly fishing. I'm not from Europe, so can't help you with that, baby Sharko. So I'm not from Europe, so obviously you weren't listening to the live stream. You don't even know where I'm from. Tommy says, I have seen someone from there rent a room for a month and it costs about $50. Some cost more, but it's still so much better per month. Yeah, I've heard of people. Those are, you know, you can find them. Some of those locations that I know of are kind of like off, like in the province, like a little further away from things. But yeah, you can find stuff less expensive. But yeah, there's people that fish. Usually see him later, you know, he's out a little early. Baby fisher, pink male from Germany. I don't even know what a pink male is, but I'm not from Germany. I'm born and raised in the United States. But thanks for being here, baby Sharko. And you, hey, that's good. Is that bird? And you official, is that bird or human? I don't know what that was referred to. Andrew says, very clean weather. Yeah, welcome back. And you know what? Since you've been here a lot, I gotta do this for you. I think I got it. There you go, Anuj. You're now wearing the blue. But anyway, this is the view. This is what you get here in Dumaguete. This is, you know, probably the most, aside from the people and stuff like that, this is the beautiful attraction here. And then it's even better in the evening. Splodger, which says, where are you? I'm basically in Dumaguete, Philippines. Dumaguete, Philippines, that's where I'm at. Hilda says, welcome to the family, Anush. Yeah, you've been here a lot, and like I said, once I see people familiar here, I give you the blue jacket. And then Tana says, beautiful place, welcome. Then I'm sorry, I had Gwen Smith says, hi from Texas. I have to stop so I can read these. What? You said, what, watching from Bangladesh and don't give any tax. Oh, okay, you're of the 100 acres. Tommy says, this is amazing. Well, I'm glad it's amazing. What's your opinion on Mike Hawk from Bayonne, New Jersey? Gilbert, I don't even know who Mike Hawk is. Honestly, I don't even know much that's going on over there. Andre Carr says, what's the cost of living in food? Yeah, yes, it's a lot less. I kind of stay to the bottoms. Andre Robinson, I just liked and subbed. Thank you very much, Andre. And I apologize to people that I don't catch all your comments. I kind of leave the comments go to the bottom because what happens is when I'm on 5G, I'm at risk of losing the signal, unfortunately. So for me to see my mods, people say, Michael, you're freezing up or you're lagging, I leave it at the bottom. But let me see. Andre says, liked and subscribed. Geography says, have you met Paul? Would that be, there's a Paul in the Philippines, maybe that's his name. If that's the, what's his full name channel? Dude, there is a Paul, an Asian Paul or something like that. Paul in Asia. I think he's in, the only one I know of, I think he's in Thailand right now. And I only met him once. and that was when I was living in Bacolod. Was a nice guy. We got Jaja says hello from Hawaii. Well, hello from Hawaii. I know you're in a beautiful location in Hawaii. I'm in Dumaguete, Philippines, but welcome, Jaja. Michael Hunter says, I wish I was there instead of Ohio. It's 9 degrees here. Yeah, I can't say I'm jealous of that. I mean, I'm born and raised from Pennsylvania, so if I was there, I'd be experiencing that cold stuff too, and I probably wouldn't like it so much either. I don't miss that stuff. I'm much happier in warm weather. That's why I'm here. But I appreciate you being here. I'm blessed and thankful that anybody that just wants to walk along with me. And again, when I do these live streams when I'm walking now, I tend to just flip the camera and let you guys see what I see. I think that's more interesting than looking at me. But again, I'm redundant and say it over and over again. If you're ever interested in considering coming to the Philippines and you're a warm weather person, you're looking to learn about a new culture, and you're open to embracing a different culture and meeting amazing people, and over 7,000 islands here in the Philippines, and cost of living is less than, at least I can compare it to the US. Again, if I were still living in the US, I'd still be working. Simple as that. I know I say that over and over again, but I want people that are new to the live stream, to the channel, to understand that. Simply living on my pension and savings, and that's it. I'm only 55 years old, so obviously I'm not eligible for Social Security yet. So everything I do is budget, be smart. I'm living good. I'm very happy with what I have. Kind of, in a way, having less is having more, but again, it comes down to what's most important to you. And, as long as I have a nice roof over my head, air conditioning when I sleep, shower, a kitchen to cook dinner, I get up as early as I can, I get out as early as I can, enjoy my day. I'm out and about on a typical day until the opportunity presents itself for me to do a little traveling, which again, I have a budget. I'm not rich. I can't just like go flying all over the Asia like it's nothing. I can't do that. So, but I'm very happy and content with being able to get up every day, do my morning walk, stop for coffee, meet people, talk to people, do these live streams. Just being honest. I mean, these live streams are just as important to me as maybe they are to you. It's therapeutic to me. It gives me an opportunity to have conversation. You can, there's a lot of people here in the Philippines obviously speak English, but sometimes you miss that full-fledged conversation about anything and everything where, you're completely understood, or the other person sometimes can't completely express themselves because they can't find the exact words. So some of those conversations are a little short. But, people always ask me, what do you miss about home? Sometimes in the US, obviously I miss my mother and my father. I talk to them video chat at least twice a week. And yeah, if I didn't have video chat, it'd probably be a little more, I don't know if it would be difficult, but it's a blessing that I can talk to them. And then, what other things? I miss certain foods, certain quality foods, but I didn't eat out a lot in the United States. So I like to cook. I enjoyed to cook. Now I don't cook as much because I have a girlfriend here now, and she prefers to do it. She wants to do it. If there's an American cuisine dish that I like that she's not familiar with, I can simply cook it once and she remembers how to do it. But at the same time, I'm perfectly fine just eating chicken, beef, and fish and vegetables and some rice here and there. I mean, that's perfectly fine for me. But anyway, I didn't mean to babble on and on about various things, but I'm just being pretty transparent and sharing my thoughts and feelings as far as me. Everybody else, there's other people that have different opinions, different feelings, and what they do or they don't like. But nothing's perfect, no matter where you're at. But I feel like I have everything. I'm happiest here. Simple as that. I'm happiest here with all the warm weather, and Yeah, there you go. Chicken, pork, and rice times 3. Yeah, I mean, and vegetables, and then the fruit. I mean, you got mangoes, you got coconuts, you got hell, 3, 4, 5. I didn't realize there were so many darn different variations of bananas. You got jackfruit, you got guava, you got pineapples. Like, you got so many different vegetables and fruits here. It's just awesome. I mean, yeah, I consider it good eating, and like you said, and all the fresh fruit is great. Exactly. I don't know a lot as far as, like, some people have asked me, do they spray their fruit and stuff here? I don't know. I mean, I know at my girlfriend's province, the fruit and stuff's growing wild, and nobody's spraying that. So I couldn't tell you. I don't know what they do in sugarcane fields, and someone else might be able to answer that, but maybe some do and maybe some don't. I don't know the whole story when it comes to that kind of stuff. I would like to think the majority of the stuff you get here is organic, but I'm not 100% sure. I would say most, yeah, see, someone said most is natural, and that's what I think. I mean, but again, I don't know everything. I'm still learning a lot, and that's what makes it fun. Geez, Jimenez, do you have to be? I don't know. I don't know the truth behind that, if that matters most to somebody. Jimenez, I have no idea. I guess to each his own. Thank you, Niels, for taking care of everything and everybody else, moderating that kind of stuff. Michael Hunter, as long as you're happy, that's all that counts. Yeah, and that's the way everybody has to be. As long as you're happy, it doesn't matter what anybody else thinks. It doesn't. But so many people sometimes get triggered or bothered when you're happy. That's the thing that blows my mind the most. Instead of being happy for another person that's happy, it upsets them. So how do they react to somebody that isn't happy? Do they praise the people that aren't happy? It kind of blows my mind. Hey, Papito, you know what? I got to hurry up. I see you on here. Papito Chismoso says, this guy is a live legend, bringing the heat with the live streams. Yeah, it's definitely warm out here, but thank you, Derek. Nice to see you again, my friend. And again, if you're not, guys aren't a subscriber to Papito Chimoso here, you can click on his link. I met him in Bacolod. He has his own channel. He basically interviews a lot of expats for the most part, I think. I think he's interviewed some Filipinos, some local people as well, but he interviews a lot of foreigners and talks about their decisions and why they came here from wherever they come from. I'm not sure if every person he's interviewed is from the United States, but yeah, if you're not a subscriber, shout out to Papito Chismoso. I don't know where he gets his name from, but I know him as Derek, and I hope that's okay to say that, but his name is Derek. Back down. Yeah, Hilda says, yeah, there's many trolls on here, if any, thank God. Neil says, I pay 300 USD for a 3-bedroom apartment, and wow. That's really good, Niels. That's really a good price. Josh says, subdue Papito. Andrew Official says, you're done there. Well, I was gonna go somewhere else other than the water. I don't know if you guys were bored with that or not. Papito says, thank you so much, brother. Keep up the great work. I try. Again, why not do a live stream while I'm walking, as long as I can do it? As long as the signal permits me to do it. And I enjoy it. And like I said, you got to remember, there's people that may not ever be able to come here to the Philippines. So I know this is only a sample size, Dumaguete, Philippines, and obviously if I want to be able to share everywhere I go, I don't think 5G is always going to be the option. I'm going to have to do something with the Starlink Mini or something at that point, which would help. Yes, it's Dumaguete, Shane Legs. It's Dumaguete. Joel Black says, what city? Dumaguete. Here in Delhi, India, at Delhi International Airport, Indigo gave high problem. I hope you would be listen about it. I'm trying to follow you, Anuj, but Half Century Outdoors, another nice day there. Yes, I'm kind of scrolling through some of these comments, trying to catch up with you guys. Again, it's hard when I'm walking, the phone gets hot, sun, you know, I'm fine. I think the sun feels hotter than I do. I just wait till I can cross the road and sneak in here a little bit. But yeah, it's another beautiful day. Let me try to see. Yeah, I subbed to all the mods. But again, thank you, Half Century Ute Outdoors. Oh yeah, Half Century Outdoors, that's it. Thank you for being here. Appreciate your generosity yesterday as well. I just want to try and catch up on some of these that I missed, and I apologize. Geography says, are rent in Duma reasonable? I would say they're reasonable. My rent in particular, EB2287, my rent is like $415, something like that, give or take, per month. Again, I could find a lot less, but I also have a pool at my apartment and a gym, so it's all on what you want. And I've lived there before. Going back down to the bottom, Philippines has some of the most educated cab drivers in the world. I agree. I mean, they've all been great to me. Some of the tricycles that I've rented in the past, they remember me when I come back, which is kind of cool. They actually remember me. Bees Poppin' says hello Bees Poppin'. Doesn't look like Dumaguete. There's not enough beggars. Ah, boy. Well, you know what, Shane Legs? I do help some of the people that definitely need help. That's just me, and that's how my heart is. I don't know, look at it as a bad thing. They can't help it. They're living in different circumstances than a lot of people. And I mean, there's people like that all over the world. It's just a different feeling for me here in the Philippines compared back to home and in the States. And yeah, I randomly select people when I'm walking around and I help them out. But usually those people are the ones that aren't asking for it. Some I do, but usually it's the ones I can see that need help, but they're not asking for it. And that's just who I am, and that's my heart. So, but yeah, it's Dumaguete. When you get approached by child beggars, what's your response? Stone Cold says. Sometimes my response is, I just kind of go with a gut feeling, Stone Cold. Some of them I just feel like there are some that kind of have, I don't want to call it a game they play, but they know what they're doing. I just kind of go with a gut feeling randomly. Not all of them. I just say no change. Sometimes I do the best that I can, but sometimes I can't help everybody. I wish I could. So that's kind of how I handle it. Sometimes, a lot of times I'm with Che, and she kind of has a good sense of things too. She's from here in the Philippines, but for the most part, I don't get bothered that much. Not to the point where it annoys me or bothers me. I guess maybe the most uncomfortable thing can be sometimes if you're eating outdoors and then people are coming right up to your table when you're eating. That can be a little bit uncomfortable, but that's also because I'm not used to it. I'm not used to that kind of thing in the States. So let me see. Neil says, I let God direct me to who to help. That's what I do, Niels. One time I wasn't even approached by the beggar child. However, he was peering in the window of KFC. I ended up buying him a complete bucket meal for him to bring back to his parents and family. And see, that's great, Niels. You just went with what your heart told you. You went with your gut, and that's what happens to me a lot of times here. A news official says you're fully exploring to the Philippines. Yes, I am. I'm in the shade right now, just getting a little air, but Anuj is laughing. Josh says Niels with a heart. Yes, I always let God direct me. That's what I do, Niels. And that's why sometimes I feel like I have a calling here in the Philippines, you know, and at some point I'm hoping to do more as far as charity goes. I want to do more to help people. Um, but that's exactly how I feel, Niels. And again, that's just how I feel. Not everybody's going to come here and they may feel uncomfortable with that, and that's okay. Everybody needs to be who they are, you know. They need to be who they are and be them and respect people for who they are. And ultimately, it's their life too. It's their life. But I enjoy helping people because I was helped along the way. I mean, mainly by my mother and father, but I was helped along the way, you know. Fortunate and blessed to be in the situation I'm in. And I feel like it's, for me, I feel good about helping others. Do unto others as they have done unto you, and that's what I'm going to do. Wow, that's a good question. Bees popping. Which do you like more, the province life or the city life? I prefer the province more, but I like to be somewhere, if that perfect location even exists, I like to be able to go somewhere that's not that far, but close enough for the amenities of the city, things that maybe I want or need or I'm looking for. That, you know, that's important. But if you're asking me if I had to choose today, where would I rather live, the province or the city? It's going to be the province, because it's more nature. This is okay, walking around and stuff, not that bad, but I can still get close enough to nature, the ocean, if I want to or need to. So, yeah, if I had to choose between the two, it's definitely going to be the province. There's no any bike. I don't have a motorbike. I do everything by foot. Now, if I had a motorbike, would I use it? Probably, but not that much, because I live in a location where I can basically walk everywhere. And again, that's another benefit for me. I like to exercise. I mean, for me, getting a motorbike, maybe renting it would be, if I need to go somewhere or do something, that would be the only benefit. Yeah, Bees Poppin says, yes, same, province is the best. Yeah, that's what I prefer. That's definitely what I prefer. But I embrace the culture of the city as well. I don't care where I'm at, you know, it's fine with me. But yeah, the Leap Plaza is busy today. Definitely busy today. And it's nice when you walk past here because the doors are all open. You can feel the air condition. Right now, it feels so good. I'm getting like a cool blast of AC right now. It feels good because I've been sweating. Anush says but told do not use bikes. Everyone uses scooter. And Neil says, Bees Poppin', I subbed your channel. Bees Poppin' says, thank you, Neil. Yeah, appreciate Bees Poppin' you being here. Hope it's not the last time we see you. Trying to go back in some of these comments because I feel bad. I will give the children food instead of money. Yeah, geography, that's what I'm learning. Even my girlfriend, Filipina, as well as other Philippine people have told me here, it's better to give food, and I get that. At least you feel a little more comfortable knowing they're giving them food. The only option is to eat food. But again, if you give them money, and maybe it's not going towards what you want it to go towards, I guess I look at it. My father told me one time, Michael, don't worry about what happens to the money after you give it to them, because it's out of my hands. It's the thought and the reason behind giving the donation, the money. Yeah, see, Stone Cold, I've heard that. They say, like, it's illegal for them to ask for it or something like that, I've heard, or something on those lines, but I've never had a situation where I gave somebody money and they got in trouble, or I got in trouble for giving it to them. But then I don't always give the money, like, right in front of maybe like I don't know, security or police enforcer or something like that. Hope you're enjoying your day, my friend, from Bees Poppin', of course, always. Back down to the bottom. Thought I saw something about Edwin here. Edwin CV subbed your channel. Baker, this is Thailand. Hello, B. Baker from Thailand. Again, I have to stop to be able to read some of this. There's Edwin. Mike, was refreshing to see a Christian vlogger that helps people. I just try my best. I'm not perfect by any stretch of the imagination, but I just do my best. And if I can help somebody and affect somebody in a positive way, that's what I'm willing to do. I try. Papito, I know I maybe don't say that right. I'm just gonna say Derek. Derek says, digging the positivity. Anush says, beat ball, it's Philippines. But yeah, so I think I'm kind of somewhat caught up with you guys. And like I said, my apologies for not being able to get to all the comments. It's very difficult for me to just walk everywhere. But this is kind of like the most central location to be. This is where you're gonna see all the activity. Obviously, everybody goes to Lee Plaza here. That's where very busy. Robinson grocery store across the street, you know. But this is like the heart of the city right here. This is the middle where busy and active and yeah, I'm okay. I'm good with it. I never feel uncomfortable. I never feel unsafe. Of course, I don't take anything for granted, but I've never had any reason to feel unsafe here in the Philippines. Yes, there's a Jollibee's right there. Yeah, you see it. Sam Saldate says Jollibee's. Yep, that's it. But I don't know where else to go, guys. I don't know what you want. I mean, I keep walking and walking, but again, I try not to bore people. But if there's any questions that I can see or catch up, Anuj, who want to travel abroad, so they come on this live chat. Well, yeah, Coop says that's the real Jollibee. You're exactly right. Welcome, Coop. Yeah, I'm killing two birds with one stone. That's why I walk around and find my way. I'm gonna squeeze in here with everybody and try and cross the road. And yeah, everybody, like I said, I know it seems chaotic. I guess it is chaotic, but it doesn't really bother me that much. It doesn't really bother me that much. You kind of just blend in but I always laugh when I go past this. I see all these motorbikes parked. Wow, where's the water? Joe, welcome, Joe. I need to go back towards the water. I was there and then I walked away from it, but it's not that far away. What is happening here? Too much crowd on the right side. That's where everybody parks. This is where everybody parks their motorbikes, whether they're working, shopping in Lee Plaza across the street. They could also be in Robinson Mall here too, or not the mall, it's more like a grocery store right here. Robinson Supermarket. A lot of people go, I shop here. So that's why you see all the motorbikes. Too much scooter. Yeah, there's a lot. You get used to it though. You get used to it. Neil said, I paid 1,444 pesos for a Jollibee meal in Chandler, Arizona. Wow. Then Jane went to Jollibee's in Calazio. She paid 380 for the same meal. I believe that. So yeah, there is a difference in cost for food here when you go out to eat. And you got a Greenwich pizza there. Oh, damn. I just ran into something. But yeah, you got a Jollibee pizza, or not a Jollibee pizza, Greenwich pizza, and then a Jollibee down around the corner. But I guess I'll go back towards the water. But this vehicle scanned by proper method. Yeah, like you see people having direct traffic sometimes. parking is like, you know, I wouldn't be comfortable parking anything here. Again, I'm not used to it. Maybe if I was used to it, I could do it. But what is that blue building? Oh, that one over there? That's Unitop. There's two of them here. That's the old one, and then there's a new one, if that's the one you mean. That's Unitop. That place here is my favorite place to go buy clothes. Tops and bottoms. That's where I go get my t-shirts. Usually around no more than 200 pesos for the most part for a t-shirt. See, like now I'm walking, I can feel the breeze off the ocean. I'm kind of going back down towards the water since people ask me where's the water. Again, I walk everywhere. It's okay with me, but Anuj, why did you not go there inside? Well, Anuj, some of these buildings, if I go inside, I'll lose my signal. There's a lot of interference I've noticed in buildings. Not all of them, some of them. So if I end up going in a building, the only place I've gone to was the Robinson Mall, and my signal stayed. I could always walk towards Robinson Mall and take you in there. I have gone in there before and I didn't lose the signal. So I could do that, but it depends on how the chat goes, if people stay. Hey, don't ignore me. Where are you at? What country? All right, best clips, Nick 8579. I'm in Dumaguete, Philippines. That's where I'm at. Dumaguete, Philippines. I'm from United States and here. Just so you can, let me stop for a second if I can. I don't know why the screen went flip. Here we go. My name's Michael from the United States. Born and raised in Pennsylvania and United States, and I'm here in Dumaguete, Philippines. Doing my daily walk, showing you guys the sights and sounds of the Philippines, Dumaguete, Philippines, that is, through my eyes. So yeah, that's where I'm at, Dumaguete, Philippines. Chevy 5 Speed says, how are you doing? I'm doing good. Thank you, Chevy Speed. Welcome. Where are you from, Chevy Speed? Where are you from? How long have you been living there? Coop says, I'm going on 14 months, Coop. 14 months. I've been home once to the United States. Quick story. I came to the Philippines for the first time in July of 2024. Stayed until October. I stayed until March of 2025. Went back to the United States and then came back to the Philippines in June. But total time I've been here like almost 14 months, give or take a little bit. And my opinion and my energy for the Philippines hasn't changed one bit. But I'm gonna cross the road here where the water is, at least go up that way a little bit, and then I might just make my way to the mall. But we'll see how the chat goes and how the signal goes. I'll stay as long as people stay. If you guys are here, I'm here. UMAD Libby says, is it humid there? A little bit. I've met people from Florida, and they lived in Florida. I put my power bank on my phone. They lived in Florida all their life. I've only stayed in Florida for 2 years in my life. And I asked a guy that grew up in Florida all his life, I said, what do you think is more humid, Florida or the Philippines? And he said he thought, he's here in Dumaguete, his name's Michael also. He said he thought Florida was more humid, but obviously the sun's a lot stronger here because of you're closer to the equator. But yeah, like here's the water. I can kind of show you that a little more. How are you from? I'm from United States, but I'm here in Dumaguete, Philippines. I appreciate everybody that's here, and I apologize that I'm not getting all these comments. What's this one say? Hi, how are you? I'm from Pasay City, Philippines. Well, welcome, Neres Bora. Welcome, my friend. Thank you for being here. We got Paul. Says, I just seen LED Zipco was on shortly. How are you from? Scooters, snatch cell phones, be safe. Thank you for the advice. I will always keep my hands on my cell phone. In the States, in the steering wheel, the same Philippines are opposite where I'm from. Steering wheel is on your right. Yeah, they drive the same here, as if that's what you're asking. Christian, his cap looking great. Oh, you mean the cap on my head? Yeah, but that's like, it's nothing special. It's just a company that made a hat, that the trucker hat, and it just fits better to your head. A lot of trucker hats go really high and make your head look like it's huge. So this guy decided to make fitted trucker mesh style caps, if that's what you're talking about. It's like my favorite cap. It's faded, getting old, but I love it. It lets my head breathe a little bit because I do sweat and get hot. So Coop says, is the rent cheaper? I'm in Vegas. Yes, it's definitely cheaper, and I don't know much about Vegas, but I assume Vegas would be probably one of the most expensive places to live in the United States. But I don't know a lot about Vegas other than Vegas. But yeah, I'd say it's a lot cheaper here in the Philippines. But, you know, it depends on where you want to live and what your expectations are and what's important to you. And you can, you know, you can go crazy here and get the best of the best and the nicest of the nice. But I'm sure it would be significantly cheaper compared to something like that, probably in the States. But I'm gonna go this way. So I'm gonna try and go towards the mall, and we'll see who hangs out. But I'm gonna try, because I at least know there's something going on up here, so there's a lot of people. So I'm gonna go up this way. But at least I know in the Robinson Mall here in Dumaguete, you don't lose the signal, and as far as I know. And there's a lot of people in there, so I could show you the people watching. Anuj, I don't understand what you mean cap is great. Yeah, I'm wondering, I was thinking he meant the cap on my head. I don't know. I could be completely wrong. But see, this is another thing I like about, you got to watch the cars backing out, but there's always some sort of activity, and obviously there's something going on here, which I'm just going to go through because there's a ton of people. And I don't know what it is, but I'll find out as I make my way through here. Whew. Hopefully I can get around it. I don't want to walk through the chairs because they have chairs. I'll be going up through here somewhere. If I can get through. There's a lot of people there. Yeah, I don't know what he means by cap. I thought he meant my ball cap. Michael, Dimple says, Michael, you work hard. I enjoy walking. Obviously, Miss Dimples, you know that. Yeah, but to me, I like to walk because there's, you know, and I do it quickly. I just enjoy it, and I know there's benefits from me doing all this exercise. For one thing, Edwin Spider-Man fight. Michael, you have seen a spider fight. You know what? I've heard about those spider fights, Edwin, but I've not actually seen one. But somebody told me about that not that long ago, and I guess it's like spider fights are similar to the cockfighting, the chicken fights or whatever like that. Maybe Miss Dimples can share on that. Do they do something with spiders, kind of like they do with chickens and like cockfighting? I'm not 100% sure on that, but weaving in between here. Neil, you will live life very long because you're walking too much. Maybe here Anuj, or Maybe Anuj thinks my name is Neil. I don't know. Because my name's Michael with the cap. I don't know Neil's. Maybe that's what I think. I'm not sure. Why would you do animal fighting? That's just horrible. I don't know. I don't do any animal fighting. I'm not involved in that. That's what they do for a sport. That's up to them. That's their culture. That's their life. I don't, I've never seen it. I've never attended a cockfighting event. I've walked past the facility where they hold it, but, I don't know. People fight too. So is that good too? I mean, maybe animals shouldn't fight or whatever they do. Cockfighting, maybe people shouldn't fight. Boxing matches, UFC, I don't know. Maybe nobody should fight. I don't know. Miss Dimple saying water. Yeah, I know a place where I can get water. It's up this way. Still have a little bit of a distance to go. Alab Mara says hi. Hello, Alab Mara. Welcome. I'm in Dumaguete, Philippines. Walking. Neil, what about your food? Yes, Miss Dimple. Yeah, I need to get water soon. Gatio Kit says, are the mosquitoes there bad? You know what? I never noticed mosquitoes that much. Have I ever gotten bitten by mosquitoes? Yes. But quite honestly, not very often. Even when you're near all the water, but maybe mosquitoes aren't as attracted to ocean water as they are to like fresh water, maybe. I gotta squeeze through here somewhere. Maybe that's what it is. I don't know. But I don't get bit up that much. Watch now, all of a sudden I'll start getting bit up that I said that. But yeah, that's a good question. I don't get bit up by many mosquitoes. I'm blessed, I'm lucky. Graham says, hey, Michael in this community, good afternoon. Good afternoon, Graham. What's up, my friend? I'm going to flip this because you guys don't need to look at me. Like I said, I'm going to head to the mall and see what happens. Yeah, I need to get water soon. I know a place, a little store. Well, actually, I know of another one I can stop by too. It's actually a little closer. I just would have to cross the street again. But there is one. I'm for one of those people, mosquitoes that bite. I must have sweet taste in blood. Yeah, Graham, I remember when I first got to the Philippines. Now, that was in July of 2024. I remember I went through a little phase in the beginning where I felt like I was getting bit all around, like near my ankles, on my legs. But then it just went away, and I was just wondering, must be because I had some new, different kind of blood for the mosquitoes, and they were attracted to some foreign blood, and they were bored with the local blood. I don't know. But then I don't get really bit anymore. Occasionally I do, but not as much. Oh yeah, the red ants though, like there's ants, I don't know if they're red, but yes, there's these tiny, tiny little ants. Sometimes if I'm just sitting on the wall over at the boulevard, you're sitting there and then all of a sudden I feel something biting my butt. And yeah, it's the tiniest darn little ant. And those little things can bite. Yes, they definitely can bite. Whether they're red or not, I don't know, but yeah. So that's another thing. When you sit on a wall, yeah, you got ants in your pants. Basically, that's the term. Ah, yeah, Josh, must be the mushroom coffee, that scent. You know what? Anything's possible. It could be, based off of what you eat. Your body does give off an odor based off of what you eat when you sweat as well. That's a very good point. Maybe there's something that I'm not eating or something that I am eating that's just not giving off that scent anymore, maybe. I don't know. That's a good thought, though. I never thought of that. But I'm going to get water right over here because I know the lady that runs this little store that I used to come to when I was staying in the DCCO hotel. I'm not sure if she's there, but too much people have sat in the local auto. Yeah, I get used to it though. I know it seems like a lot of people, and it was overwhelming. The first time I ever came here, I was like, how the heck am I gonna get around? But yeah, I'm gonna get water right here, guys. Whew. I hope they're open. Yeah, she's open. I see the window. Hello. I haven't seen you guys in such a long time.
How are you?
I'm doing wonderful. I need water. You know what? Do you have the bigger bottle cold? The bigger one? The bigger bottle of water? Here. Yeah. I'm on my live stream, so you can say hi to everybody.
Hi, everybody.
Yeah,
Good afternoon.
this is one of my favorite stores. I haven't seen you in a while.
Yo, and we miss you so much.
I'm back. I'm back over this way. They come and get water and visit you guys.
Hello.
Hey, hello. Thank you. Whew.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I've been out walking around doing my live stream, but see, there you go, guys. I need water. They're like, Michael, get some water.
It's 25.
Yes, I know. Hold on, guys. I gotta.
It's so hot.
And I'm out walking, enjoying it.
Yeah. So you're staying in your new apartment?
The apartment that I was gonna go to over there,
Yeah?
they never get it finished in time.
Oh,
So I had to pick somewhere because I was spending too much money staying in the hotel.
Yeah.
So I ended up moving to the Marina Spatial down there.
yeah, down in the...
You know where Cafe Racer is by
Yeah,
Silman?
yeah.
That's where I'm at.
Okay.
But I still walk up this way. I still come this way.
Okay. It's nice. It's really nice to see you today.
I will tell Che you said hello, both Ians. But you're gonna see me. I didn't forget about you, just so you know that.
Yeah.
This is like one of my favorite stores in all
Thank you so
Dumaguete
much.
because it's the nicest.
Actually, I commented on your video there. At
Yeah.
The parade.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the parade. That's right. I
Yeah,
did do the
saw
parade.
So I commented in your video.
Yeah. So you can just say hi to everybody again, and
Hi, everybody.
I will thank you so much for the water. But I'll see you both soon. Okay.
Okay.
Take care of yourself.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying when you make friends here. Oh, I gotta drink some water. The locals are amazing. Yeah, I met them probably over a month ago, and actually where I'm walking here, the hotel that people always say to me, what's a good hotel to stay in Dumaguete, Philippines? It would be this one right around the corner. It's called DCCCO, DCCCO, and I can show you it. I apologize, I need to drink. Oh, yeah, that damn water did it won't last very long, but I needed it. Again, right here, coming on my left, is the hotel that I always recommend. I like it. It has a rooftop pool. It's right here, called DCCO Hotel. Again, has a rooftop pool. Buffet breakfast every morning from 6 a.m. till 10 a.m. So in other words, it's an all-you-can-eat hotel for breakfast. It's an all-you-can-eat. And I don't know if you can see the pool. It's basically where you can see the top corner there. There's glass. That's where the pool's at. It's a very new hotel. I'm trying to remember what it was. I don't think it was any more than $40 per night. Can you find cheaper? Yes. But I've stayed there before. I was familiar with it, so I just wanted to stay there. And I don't mind spending a little extra money. here in the Philippines sometimes. Again, you save a lot of money on a lot of stuff, so I don't mind it once in a while. But it's up to you. Like I said, you can find cheaper if that's what you want to do. But yeah, I don't mind spending that because I'm sure, I'm almost positive something like that would be a lot more. And like I said, when you have a buffet breakfast from 6 a.m. to 10 a.m., you can eat as much as you want. I don't think there's a limit. You just eat until you're full. And it's like a combination of Philippine breakfast and American breakfast for the most part. Again, I'm going to... All right. All right. Hopefully I got you guys back. I'm gonna give it a couple seconds. That wasn't too bad. It's been a while since I had a frozen screen. All right, Josh, I just stood still. That's what I did. I just stopped. Can you walk the river to see what's down there? I could, but I'm not gonna walk there right now, Edwin, because that's where my signal went bad. So I'm just gonna, hopefully the 5G, yeah, I'm back for now. So I didn't go, that wasn't too bad. I didn't lose a signal completely for that long. But now I'm at least learning where the 5G seems to go. This is Food Net. I've eaten in there. There's a lot of them here in Dumaguete. Basically cheap Philippine food. So everything's good right now. The video's okay. I know everybody says you're back, but it's still okay. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know why it keeps glitching. Now I'm showing full bars, so maybe that's it. I'm showing full bars. Let me know if I'm back. Jeez. Again, my apologies. There's just certain areas that this happens. Right now, and when I was disconnected, it showed 5G, but only 2 bars. Right now, it says 5G for all 1, 2 full bars. So maybe that little glitch. Oh, now it says can't hear anything. Hold on. Let me know if you do or you don't hear anything. All right, good. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Appreciate it. Walking towards the mall. But yeah, see all like traffic. But it doesn't bother me. Again, I'm probably because I'm used to it. When I first got here, of course, I was like, oh my gosh, like how am I ever gonna navigate all this? But actually, you get used to it, you know. All right, thank you guys for still hanging out. Appreciate it. I'm going towards the mall. Sometimes more people appreciate the malls so they can people watch, or any single individuals. Maybe they always ask me, Michael, where are all the beautiful women? You can see them in the mall. Yeah, bars still look good. Whew. I'm almost done. This is one of the bigger bottles, not one of the small ones. It's the, I don't know how many ounces this is. Dumaguete, Philippines. Somebody asked what country? Dumaguete, Philippines. That's where I'm at. And my name is Michael from the United States, living abroad in the Philippines. You're a Christian gone on the other live. I don't know what that means. You're Christian gone on the other live. I don't know if I gotta go around. I don't know if this guy's going. I want to go there to where the water is blue and clear. Well, Sam Saldate, there's a lot of beautiful places to go where the water is blue and clear. More beautiful than where I'm at in Dumaguete. Heck, just go to Siquijor Island. It's very beautiful over there. There's so many places to go in the Philippines. So many places I haven't even been yet. Yeah, I wouldn't like to drive that big truck either. You wonder how they're able to do it. I mean, honestly, you just wonder how they do it. But somehow it works. Somehow they're able to, make it happen. It's wild. On the other hand, live I hear Christian wife is from Philippines. Appreciate everybody that's still here. It's humbling when I have so many people that join my live streams to simply hang out with me walking around. It's really nice, really humbling and nice. But I had to get to the other side of the road here so I can. The mall's very close up this side of the road. If I can get around. Sometimes it's just easier for me to go along the street. Hello, Kevin. How are you, Kevin? Brian says, careful. Yeah, thank you very much. I'm always careful, but you know what? Here in Dumaguete, Philippines, the people are very, very courteous, pedestrian first kind of mindset. Che says, be safe always. Of course, Che. Hey, JHNLDR, or JHNLDR. I remember you from yesterday. Appreciate you being here. Haven't forgotten about you and your generosity yesterday. Just so you know, I remember everybody that does that. It's not just in one ear and out the other. It's something I'm not forgetting. You say a lot more cars than bikes in that area. Yeah, this is for 1:40 in the afternoon. This is some heavy traffic. But a lot of times it slows up just simply from someone backing out, needing to get out. Kind of stops everything. Plus that big truck was down there too. But I'm not far from the mall now. I'm really close. The only thing is, it's not showing 5G right now. It's showing LTE, like 5 bars. So hopefully that's working. The video's okay. I get a little nervous when the 5G goes away. But I'm learning different areas, different towers, I guess. But just let me know if the video gets a little fuzzy or loses its, clearness. Wow, LTE and it's working well. All right, Kevin, that's good to hear because I get nervous when I don't see 5G. But LTE is showing full bars, so. JL says it's all right, not fuzzy yet. All right. The trick is always when I go into this mall. The last time I came into the mall, it was fine. So we'll see what happens this time. I don't know if I'm gonna have the same luck, but we'll see. We'll see. So this is the Robinson's Place Mall in Dumaguete. .22 tonight in Northwest Florida. Arnold, that's crazy. Ghoul Edit says, are you in India? No. Dumaguete, Philippines. Finishing my water before I go into the mall. It's probably, I don't know, anybody have a weather report? What's the temperature, Kevin, in Dumaguete? Is it like 90? Oh, I needed that. There. How you doing, sir? Thank you very much. Whew. All right, let's see how the mall works. All I know is it feels so good in here right now. I might actually dry off. You get your vitamin D. Yes, I did, Chucky. You're exactly right. But I do wear sunscreen, but it's natural. It's basically all zinc. It's a brand called Badger. It's called Badger. 85. That's wild that it says it's 85 in Dumaguete, but the sun's a lot stronger. Just keep me up to date on the video. I mean, I'm sure you guys will. But this is where everybody always asks me to come to the mall because they want to see the beautiful Filipinas. And I figure, hey, I'm gonna do my best. I'll walk around and see what I can see. Hey, JHNLDR, have a mushroom coffee or vine on me. Hey, God bless you, my friend. I appreciate it. Humbled. I don't feel I deserve it, but I do appreciate it. I just enjoy the fact that people are willing to hang out with me while I'm walking, showing them the Philippines. But again, you don't need to see my face. But this is the mall. Maybe I'll stay on the bottom floor first. But as I said, is this the biggest mall in the world? No. But it's more than enough for someone like me. I don't need a bunch of malls. Honestly, I don't buy that much. But again, back to you, JHNLDR. Thank you for the super chat. I really, really appreciate it. And I appreciate you guys letting me come to the mall so I can cool off. My, not that you guys care, but my shirt's soaked for the most part. But yeah, let's just go through the mall. Wow, so many people in the mall. Yes, there are. And that's wild. Now it's showing 5G here in the mall. So this is good. I heard Jollibee is best in Philippines. You should try once because I saw the store around in your camera right now. Yeah, I've been to Jollibee's twice. Not that I don't like Jollibee's. I'm just not a big, I'm not big on fast food. I just don't eat a lot of fast food. I'm really picky about what I eat in my diet. And JHNLDR says, no problem, you got the best live stream. I don't know if I have the best. There's a lot of people that do a very good quality job that, you know, I can also say inspired me to do my live stream. So I appreciate the compliment. But I'm just glad for anybody that's here. I'm gonna go up the escalator, but I got 5G. This is pretty wild. I didn't expect the 5G to stay like this, but it's actually pretty cool. They celebrate Christmas there, full of people there. Yeah, when I'm in the mall here in the Philippines, it reminds me of when I was younger, going to the malls, where like that's where everybody went to socialize. Even like they have the game room over here. I don't know, just I feel like I went back in a time machine when I'm here. And I said that to people before, you know, like, you know, you have these game rooms and stuff like that. It just reminds me of when I was a kid. Again, for anybody that doesn't know, I'm 55 years old. And everybody, you know, my best time of my life was in the 80s. And this is what the mall feels like here in Dumaguete. You feel like I feel like I went back in time. They're much more crowded. People at home, the malls get busy back home in the States, but it seems like a lot of people, and I understand why, they do their shopping online. I'm Pink Flower says, where am I from? I'm from the United States, but I'm in Dumaguete, Philippines. I'm in the mall in Dumaguete, Philippines, cooling off actually, getting some air. Yeah, there you go, Josh. It's like a Stranger Things episode, is what I feel like. I mean, this is what I remember as a kid. All the Christmas stuff. I mean, not that they don't do things. It just, I don't know. It's what I feel. It's what I see. It's just like such a different Back to the Future vibe is the best way I can put it. Arnold asking about, I don't know anything about carrying any type of concealed anything. I have no idea, Arnold. Somebody else, I think J-Boy knows the deal with that. I don't know if J-Boy's still here or anybody else. But, yeah, Brian said if you like. Yeah, I don't know. Quite honestly, maybe that would be something more important to be able to carry like we do in the States. But here, it's a lot different. A lot different. All right, yeah, in Florida. And, you know, I think they should have I agree with it. I think they should be able to do whatever they want, the freedom to do whatever you want. But here, I don't know. I don't know if that's what the laws are here. And I don't obviously have anything, so I want to feel it through your words. Again, through my words here, not that anybody wants to see me, but through my words here, I feel very cool right now because I was sweating my butt off outside. So it's just my little break in the cool zone. But I love it here in the Philippines. This mall is very nostalgic, reminds me of the 80s. Kind of like the behind, like back in time, like I said. And obviously, I'm sure to some extent the Philippines is behind in some certain aspects, but it's okay. I enjoy it. It works. There's no issues here. Like I said, you got this whole food court. Well, the 80s was the best time of my life. Obviously, smartphones didn't exist. The 80s was a great time because we were all sociable. We used to meet at the malls. We'd go to it was records at one point, then cassettes, and then it was CD disc. But I just remember going to the record shop. You know what I mean? We'd hang out there, buying certain musician pins that we'd put on our denim jackets and stuff like that. That's the way it was. But you know, going to the arcade. How much fun was going to the arcade? I mean, I love going to the arcade with your quarters, and there's just everybody. It was just more, to me, it was more fun. I got to experience that, and I'm blessed. To see here in the mall, you could go at the currency exchange here, and then if you do anything through Western Union, the Western Union office is right beside it in the Robinson Mall. So you have that, which is very nice. I've used both. Again, there's plenty of restaurants in here to meet your needs. I mean, at least for me it is. I don't eat out a lot. I prefer to eat at home. But I've eaten at like the Moon Cafe that's across there. I've eaten there before. Basic food, nothing, you could cook something better at home. Yeah, like a 1 hour photo, Steve, there you go. Well, yeah, or they had the little booths. I mean, I know they kind of bring those back in a digital format, but they have those booths that everybody would sit in and get your picture, and then it would come out on like 4 pictures on a strip. But, you basically have everything you would want. Again, I don't even buy that many things here at the mall. There are many, many restaurants outside the mall too, exactly. You probably remember where you were when you watched Top Gun in the 80s. You know what I really remember, Stone Cold? I remember going to see the very first Star Wars when it first came out, the first weekend it came out. I even remember the candy that I got when I went to the first Star Wars. It was the snow caps, the little dark chocolate with the white speckled sprinkles on it. I even remember that. First Star Wars was awesome. I like the first 3 better than the second 3, just because they got more into the digital animation, kind of like away from the costumes and like real people. But that's just me. Yeah, I remember the first Star Wars. I remember E.T., the first E.T. Like, there's a lot of stuff I remember. But yeah, like you even have the Robinson supermarket, plenty of coffee shops. Again, there are probably plenty of places that are better than Dumaguete. But what's good enough? You know, Sans Rival, that's popular. Restaurant, cakes, food, coffee. Shakey's is basic. Pizza place, but you can get other stuff. Yeah, this is a popular place here, Sans Rival. Russell asked me what part. I'm in Dumaguete, Philippines, Russell. Appreciate you being here, but I'm in Dumaguete, Philippines in the Robinson Mall. Been walking for quite a while now. You know me, I'm the crazy walker. But other than that, this is basically the mall. Hey, Frumly Bumley, where are you at right now? Are you already home? Are you already back in Arizona? Or are you kind of at the airport? My man, Frumly Bumbly. You ever follow Chen Island? So is Chen Island a channel, I'm guessing? Is that another YouTube channel? I never heard of Chen Island, but I just got back home today. Welcome back to Arizona. You know what? Next time, Frumbly, when you get a chance, and I understand you're only here for, you were here for a while, but a short time, and, you're trying to crunch everything into your stay, and I appreciate you even reaching out and maybe having an opportunity to meet up with you. But you know what? Hopefully you come back. We'll have another opportunity to hang out again, Frumbly. Yep, Light Tarot, Robinson's Mall, Dumaguete. Exactly right. I know another island which I can't say. While I'm Filipino, I just get in, then I was wondering what mall is that from America. Almost excited, then showed Robinson. Haha, exactly. Robinson Mall. It's like, it's good enough for me. Again, I don't buy much at the mall. I don't need much when I'm here. I have everything I need just being here in the Philippines. You can't see the comments. Probably debauched in there as well. Now I'm going back outside. But that was the mall. Quickly, the mall, but I got to cool off a little bit. Shelby, I don't know why you say you can't see the comments. That's a big mall for Duma. I thought it would be smaller. Yeah, art parks, art chairs, art parks. Again, thanks for being here. Yeah, I don't think it's, like I said, the malls in Bacolod are huge. Ayala Mall, SM Mall. Like I said, this even has a movie theater. I quickly walked past it. It was upstairs. There's a movie theater. There's a Jollibee's across the street, which Jollibee's everywhere. But trying to figure out the best way I should walk about without the darn thing disconnecting again. Because if I go back the same way, chances are I'm going to lose the signal at the same spot I went by. But if it happens, I apologize. And but I'm kind of figuring out the places that aren't good. See, right now it went back to LTE, so that's interesting. I was in the mall and I got 5G. I'm outside the mall and now I'm at LTE. Well, brother, have a fun. I envy for your Christmas. Hey, VMBLW, I appreciate you being here. Make sure you come back again. And maybe someday you can get here too. It's not about envy, it's about inspiration. So hopefully I inspire you to maybe take a leap of faith and come here. Would appreciate it. I think you'd enjoy it. And but VMBLV, I'm glad you were here, and don't be a stranger. Johanny says, thanks for sharing this with all of us. No problem. Again, I'll be out walking anyway, so I might as well just share it as long as the signal stays. Again, I'm giving you guys a heads up that back this way, I kind of had some technical difficulties. So if it goes out, I apologize, but it's kind of wild. I'm in the mall and I had 5G. I'm outside the mall and I have LTE. You would think the signal would be better outside. I don't know. Thank you, Russell, for subscribing. Again, don't be a stranger. Share your thoughts, your comments, your inspirations, and who knows? Maybe Philippines is a place you want to visit. I don't know who hasn't visited or who's been here before, or some people I do, but Kevin says, uh-oh. Double tap. Oh. Now, do you guys still have a signal? Kevin, you said, uh-oh, and I'm thinking the signal's going bad. Am I still good? Everything still rolling all right, or did I lose you guys? Bees Poppin says, all right, thank you, Josh. Bees Poppin says, Glorietta Mall in Manila is big as well. I'm sure the malls in Manila are huge compared to even Bacolod. But again, if you're into more of a city life, you need a lot of malls, you need a lot of restaurants, you need a lot of Western-like amenities. Bacolod's probably a place that you'd like. Some people might even consider here Dumaguete too city-like. I don't consider Dumaguete a city. It's like a town to me. The people vibe it's just different. But then again, that's me. You could come here and hate it. But again, if I need to get away to more province-like area, waterfalls, beaches, I don't have that very far to go. But I appreciate the updates. I thought it was you, it was me. Okay, thank you. Still good signal. Thank you. Joanne, thank you for keeping me up to date. Sotrus9 says, good morning, all from Greece. Welcome from, Greece is somewhere I want to visit someday. You know that? Greece is I've been always intrigued by the beauty of Greece. Maybe someday. I don't know. For now, I'll be in the Philippines and Asia for quite a while, but I guess if I get blessed someday financially to be able to just take a trip to Greece, that would be awesome. There's a lot of beautiful places in the world I'd love to visit. Unfortunately, I'm here in the Philippines right now. Robinson Mall, SM Mall, Ayala Mall, Rockwell Power Plant Mall, Julieta Mall, so many Philippines, not poor country, it's the place to be. Yeah, I agree with you. Sometimes, Philippines is developing. I mean, I still prefer the province area over, I still prefer the province more than a city if I had to choose one, like I mentioned earlier. Again, I hope this signal doesn't go, but I enjoy myself here in Dumaguete. I'm not that far from something. JLND, he's not ex-Army, he said yes. So yeah, I haven't been in the military, but much respect to the people that maybe have said in the past. Niels Christensen actually complimented me. He thought I would come off as somebody in the military. He said, you carry yourself as someone like that. But those guys in the military service members, men and women, I have the utmost respect for them. They are my heroes. I've said that on countless occasions. Aside from my mother and father being my heroes in life, it's the service members of the military. They're the ones that I have so much respect for, and I have a lot of friends that are former military as well. Without them, I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing right now, I don't think. So much respect to the military. Again, this signal could get crappy. I got 2 bars LTE and I'm not liking it. But if it goes out, I'll try to come back. I will try. So I will do my best. I'm walking slowly. And still 2 bars on LTE. Nothing I can do. I just got to get through the little bit of internet. Oh, now it's 5G. Well, that's good. Good so far, even with 2 bars. Yeah, it just bumped up to 5G full bar, so that's a good sign for now. Because this was kind of the area that I lost you guys before. I guess there's just certain things that interfere. Joanne says very populated. Yeah, it is, but you know what? It's not that bad. It's just There's a lot of people here, I guess, kind of maybe too many fish for the fish bowl kind of thing, or fish pond, whatever you want to call it. But it still works. Honestly, I'm surprised maybe that I don't see more accidents, but they make it work here. I mean, I always say it's like they have eyes all over their front and back of their head. Again, they just anticipate each other. They anticipate me walking. I didn't have that comfort in Bacolod, and my friend Kevin can attest to that. I'm much more relaxed walking. I never feel unsafe. Not to say that a freaky accident couldn't happen and I should always pay attention, but I do feel much more comfortable walking here than I did in Bacolod. I couldn't even walk this consistently and keep moving. There, I always had to stop, slow down. It's just different in Bacolod. The city life, the traffic it's just much different. Do you think you would like Rojas City, the next Dumaguete? You know what, Stone Cold? That's interesting because they were talking about that. Somebody, either Michael White on his Thriving Expat channel. People aren't familiar with Thriving Expat. He has a good channel. He's a friend of mine. They were talking about Rojas City. Somebody was talking about Rojas. I thought it was Michael White, Thriving. But Rojas City, from the video footage that I've seen, I think I would like Rojas a lot, actually. I like seems like it's very close to a beach or an ocean as well. Rojas is somewhere where, you know, when I get up that way to visit a bunch of those guys, that would be somewhere I would like to stop by while I'm up that way. But yeah, it's funny you mentioned that, Stone Cold. Rojas City could fit me as a person, my personality and things that I like. It could fit me. And I'm not, you know, I have no objection. You know, I have every intention of visiting other places, hopefully be there long enough to kind of get an idea if I'd like it. But again, I've only technically lived, when I say lived, been there for more than a few weeks, 2 places. Bacolod 4 months, here 8 months, 9, 10 months. And when I compare them, I preferred Dumaguete over Bacolod. Yeah, that's a lot of cable. I remember the first time my father saw that. Well, I was talking to him video chat, and Michael said, my father said, Michael, what is that all above your head? You know, and I just said, it's a lot of twisted up cable, but again, it works. I mean, yeah, maybe someday they can dig up the ground and put it all under the ground. But yeah, he said it looked like spaghetti. But yeah, that's how they do it. My God, they have umbrellas. That's so cute. Yeah, I kind of say that too. And I mean, I get it. You know, again, I just put my my zinc sunscreen on, which is all natural. I'm an all natural kind of guy, and no chemical kind of sunscreen, no chemical anything, no chemical deodorant. I go on and on about that, but yeah, I wear my cap, my sunglasses, and t-shirt and shorts, and I'm fine. I'm doing good. I know that bridge close to the hotel we stayed at. Yeah, I had walked past DCCO, Kevin, and I showed everybody where that was at. So yeah, I'm close. Returning from the mall. But this is awesome, guys, because I'm getting a lot of walking in, and I'm sharing it with you guys. And like I said, I'm very thankful that you guys are with me right now. It's humbling, like I said. It's nice to know that some people are interested in this live stream type content. And well, yes, he has so much weight he can barely get up the hill. He had a loaded tricycle. Oh no, zinc sunscreen hard to blend. I mean, I know it looks a little whitish when you put it on, but if you mean that, like blending in your skin, I think it works really good. The brand I get is called Badger, Badger, like Badger, the animal. That's the sunscreen I get, Badger. Joanne Bird says, watching from Tyler, Texas. That's awesome. I'm glad you shared where you're from. Like I said, I'm born and raised in Pennsylvania. Yeah, I saw it glitch out for a brief moment. Hopefully you guys are back. It's still frozen. Oh wait, maybe you guys are back. All right, we back. Again, it happens. It happens. And it was 5G too. It was just like a little glitch. Signal is fading, so good night. All right, well, whoever has to go, I understand that. I won't be going that much longer. I'm due for another water break really soon, actually. But anybody and everybody, thank you for being here. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. If my channel interests you, it really means a lot to me. And if you haven't given me a thumbs up, you haven't given one of these, give me a like. When you like, it helps with the YouTube algorithm and whatnot. So only if you like it. I would never say I like something if I didn't like it. So don't feel obligated either. And Brian's saying he's subbing to all mods. Again, I appreciate everything. I glance down at the comments when I can, but I do have to pay attention as well. Sometimes you have people parked right there. They might start backing up, and then I'd get clubbed, and then it would be nobody's fault but my own. Josh says, this is the longest I've gone all day without a